the edge of the hill. We'll step on, spin, move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off.
In its second season of existence, there's a look inside one of the real jewels of the NFL, SoFi Stadium, just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Anthony McFarland. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The Steeler ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Made by Devin Bush.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This pass finds its way to Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Broken tackle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
They had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Take over.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
35-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
On the ground, it's Eckler. Now loose for the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Chris Boswell on.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Room here to run. Well, big game that time. He's out of bounds. And that'll be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Find Washington. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
3 yards. First down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, it's Haskins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Haskins. And he finds McDonald. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Steeler first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
That decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And he gets Takes this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
On the tackle.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. Touchdown! Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. And they also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. You're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Haskins. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Pittsburgh.
First down, McFarland, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Haskins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Charger drive about to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, man, it's Allen. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. This is Coleman, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And it's complete. Henry. And it'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, Coleman. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They will run again with Coleman. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Coleman now. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Coleman. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this one's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Herbert. on the screen. This is Coleman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run it with Coleman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. It's Coleman here. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? You know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Haskins. That's in the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run on first down. McFarland. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Chargers 24.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again, Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. Past the 20. And way in for a Charger touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
For the extra point.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you ever seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line. Come on with it, man.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running with McFarland. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, McFarland, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First carry for James Conner. And some room to work. The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Chargers 31.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
And he can't get it through. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That throw into the arms of Allen, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Herbert now to throw. Crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Haskins to throw. Heavy rush, and down he goes. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here we go with Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Today's final score.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on track.